Marketing is the new sales. I mean, gone are the days where you have the marketing department separated from the sales department, and they are doing, marketing is building brand love, sales is driving volume. It's not a case of volume and value, and you have to find the right mix.
Our agencies adapting to inflation. We have inflation now. People are talking about economic pressure. Our agencies adapting to inflation and tighter client budgets at this time.
It's not enough to have a nice ad, nice whatever it is, nice digital campaign. All of those campaigns, all of those outings must have very strong intent that deliver on business objectives. We have a lot of agencies, and should I say very limited clients or very limited number of accounts. Ultimately, what helps agencies really stand out, is not just the type of campaign that they can develop or the ideas that they can come up with. I think what will help agencies stand out, in this era where we have a lot of agencies is the type of campaigns that would help the clients achieve their business objectives. There's a lot of data to chew on now. And there's data at your fingertips. Now you can track data. You can track data digitally. You can see social media path, of consumers. Even you can even track shopping behavior. What that is doing for marketing is it is helping, brands and clients understand their audience behavior, their consumer behavior better. Audience have become fragmented. So if you look at social media, for example, you will find a different audience on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok, of course. What brands are having to do these days is now, you have to take data from those different platforms to even understand your audience. I mean, you can't take a straitjacket, approach to marketing again. You have to, use data to understand, your audience and use that to even track the performance, of your campaign. Right? So how are brands then position themselves? How are agencies helping brands position themselves to be, culturally relevant as well? And it doesn't have to be traditional culture. It could be youth culture. It could be youth-centric culture. So culture is wide in no sense, and it's important that agencies help clients, connect to culture. The gathering is a youth-centric experience. All right. We used the gathering to launch, MTN's youth thematic campaign called Live It 100, and what MTN wanted to do was get youths to live their lives, 100. And in this case, we curated a 100-hour non-stop. I mean, when I say non-stop, we created almost a city that doesn't sleep, all right, with youth-centric activities. So it's not just about curating brand experiences, all right? You need to also look at trade experiences as well, for example. So while you have that nice ad calling people to buy your product, if I go to the outlet in trade, number one, is the product available, all right? Is the product even visible? How are people accepting the product, all right? While you are trying to create consumer advocates with influencers, whatnot, do you even have trade advocates, all right? The guy that is, at the till, the guy that is looking after the sales in the outlet, all right? Can he speak for your brand, all right?